My First Summer in the Sierra by John Muir. June 16. How smooth and changeless seems the surface of the mountains about us. Scarce a track is to be found beyond the range of the sheep, except on small open spots on the sides of the streams, or where the forest carpets are thin or wanting. On the smoothest of these open strips and patches, deer tracks may be seen, and the great suggestive footprints of bears, which, with those of the many small animals, are scarce enough to answer as a kind of light ornamental stitching or embroidery. Along the main ridges and larger branches of the river, Indian trails may be traced, but they are not nearly as distinct as one would expect to find them. How many centuries Indians have roamed these woods, nobody knows. Probably a great many, extending far beyond the time that Columbus touched our shores, and it seems strange that heavier marks have not been made. How different are most of those of the white man, especially on the lower Gold region. Roads blasted in the solid rock, wild streams dammed and tamed, and turned out of their channels and led along the sides of canyons and valleys to work in mines like slaves, crossing from ridge to ridge, high in the air, on long straddling trestles as if flowing on stilts, or down and up across valleys and hills, imprisoned in iron pipes to strike and wash away hills and miles of the skin of the mountain's face, riddling, stripping every gold gully and flat. These are the white man's marks, made in a few feverish years, to say nothing of mills, fields, villages, scattered hundreds of miles along the flank of the range. Long will it be ere these marks are effaced, though nature is doing what she can, replanting, gardening, sweeping away old dams and flumes, leveling gravel and boulder piles, patiently trying to heal every raw scar. The main gold storm is over, calm enough at the gray old miners, scratching a bare living in waste diggings here and there. Thundering underground blasting is still going on to feed the pounding quartz mills, but their influence on the landscape is light as compared with that of the pick and shovel storms waged a few years ago. Fortunately for Sierra scenery, the gold-bearing slates are mostly restricted to the foothills. The region about our camp is still wild, and higher lies the snow, about as trackless as the sky. Only a few hills and domes of cloudland are built yesterday, and none at all today. The light is peculiarly white and thin, though pleasantly warm. The serenity of this mountain weather in the spring, just when nature's pulses are beating highest, is one of its greatest charms. There is only a moderate breeze from the summits of the range at night, and a slight breathing from the sea and the lowland hills and plains during the day, or stillness so complete no leaf stirs. The trees hereabouts have but little wind story to tell. Sheep, like people, are ungovernable when hungry. Excepting my guarded lily gardens, almost every leaf that these hoofed locusts can reach within a radius of a mile or two from camp has been devoured. Even the bushes are stripped bare, and in spite of dogs and shepherds, the sheep scatter to all points of the compass and vanish in dust. I fear some are lost, for one of the 16 black ones is missing.